Oh, we live. Alright. Here's the prediction video. Well, prediction went just like the fight, so I guess it's all the same video. Different elements of what happened in the fight. I wanted to watch it again so I can go ahead and give you a more clearer definition of what happened during the fight. Now, as you can see, this is probably the biggest setup you've seen in the fight. This is probably as intense of a fight build-up you've seen, where the air was just taken out during the fight because of what Robert Guerrero was going through. For those who are not familiar with boxing and the aspects of the skill of the sport, this was the fight that you weren't going to understand as much as pretty much everyone else who enjoyed the fight. You probably just said, "Hey, he won, but it was boring." You know, you didn't really get it. From the opening bell, Floyd Mayweather did something that I wanted to see was he going to do. And I could see in the beginning he wanted to prove something to himself, that he can still do what he wanted to do in the ring and get comfortable with it. So early on he was trying to fill out the range and get his timing with Guerrero, so where he can feel what Guerrero's going to do and then take it away, then Robert wouldn't be able to respond. As the fight started, the game plan was simple. Against a southpaw, move him in position with feints, shoot the straight right, left hooks. He was supposed to throw the combination right-left, which Floyd didn't do. He was real reluctant into doing that. He was very cautious a lot early in this fight because he wanted to make sure he had his timing first. And I felt he wanted to really get comfortable first, to really convince himself, like, okay, we got it, no ring rust, none of it, we cool. And by the second round, you could see it. It was starting to come. He got warmed up. Rounds 3 and 4 was just more picking shots, and he had them from round 3 on. It was really over. The first 2 rounds, Robert Guerrero makes mistake number 1. He decided that his entire fight was going to be based on letting Floyd Mayweather be first and then counter Floyd when he pulls back out. And it looked like he had success early in the first round. You know, he was there. He's very active. He was responding to feints. Everything Floyd was doing, he was just responding because he was so jacked up with energy. And what happened is it worked negatively against him. If you see the fight, you see Floyd giving him feints. And what I mean by with Floyd feints, because Floyd stays in the conventional stance, when Floyd feints, it's different. You get feints like this, you get these, and he turns the glove in his hand. Shoulder movement, legs, feet, arms. Sometimes you see Floyd do this, or he moves backwards, uses his shoulder. All kind of feints to move Robert Guerrero into position. And then normally before Floyd throws his straight right, he normally positions his body by leaning his weight, shifting it over a little bit. And he looks, shift. Then he fires and extends out with his whole body weight thrusting forward into the shots. That's why it's so accurate and it's so hard of a punch. And Robert Guerrero stayed home a lot of times. And you see it a lot. Floyd shifts his weight, shifts over, and when he gets on the ball of his toe, he explodes and comes forward. And he caught him numerous times with extended perfect shots. And they hurt. And Robert Guerrero gave him his respect. Robert Guerrero should have used the jab even when there was nothing to see. If Floyd Mayweather took away his sight by doing this, getting low, moving under, and just throwing the arm out, blinding him, and taking away his vision, you still throw the shots. If you don't throw anything, he has nothing to respect. Throwing the jab is more than just, I'm going to throw the jab to score. It's also a defensive tactic as well. It gets the other guy out of position. He would have had Mayweather moving, and every time he did do that, Floyd moved to another position and restarted again. He was too flat-footed, which we knew going in, but when he got close enough, he was headhunting a lot. He should have dedicated to throwing more uppercuts, as his father told him, when Floyd would duck under and circle and go around him. Made a lot of crucial mistakes because he was frustrated. He was trying to hold it in and not lose his composure, but he was frustrated. He was missing Floyd a lot when he really wanted to land, and he couldn't engage when he wanted to. And every time he wanted to, he got punched in the face. It's hard when you get punched in the face and you try to throw something back and the guy's not there. And then you got to restart all over again. and then you feel the fight slipping away from you. And so you got to try to jack yourself up to make something happen, and nothing was happening. What I did want Floyd to do more, and I wish he would have did earlier, was throw more shots to the body. Those straight rights were perfect. And when he did it, he hurt him. When he threw it in there, he hurt Robert Guerrero with a straight right to the body. It froze him. That's why he was there for the looping shot. He couldn't even move. He was just froze. It was like he was asleep because he got caught off guard with a straight right to the body. He never expected it. He thought it was coming up top. That's what feints do. And when that happened, he was dazed, he was buzzed, but that's what really got me aggravated. Mayweather corner gets a D. They get a D for their performance in that. They should not have a problem where where's the water? Where's the water? What do you mean where's the water? So give me the water. Who got the water? I mean, you're wasting time in the corner. It should be a corner, should be a rhythm thing. You're losing a mouthpiece. When Floyd was about to put on a rally line, he about to knock down Guerrero to end the round. Now the round 9 stops. He got to stop his whole rhythm because they over there trying to find a mouthpiece. Should never happen in a championship fight ever. I know that's Mayweather Sr.'s probably first time working with these guys, but they should have that worked out a lot better. And those type of mistakes should never happen in a boxing championship boxing level. Not like that. So. That's that. You know, Floyd hurt his hand in the fight. I got Guerrero winning maybe 1 or 2 rounds, but that's it. It's a whitewash. What is the other no? The Abner Mares fight. We could talk about that. Mares, I thought looked tremendous. I wish he would jab more. If Mares would have jabbed, this fight would have really been over. He would have put them away a long time ago. But Ponce de Leon has always been victim to looping shots because he's so focused on the knockout. He's looking right at you so he could throw his left hand. If he ever incorporated a right hook or even a right jab, he would have probably put himself in a better position because he was hurting Mares with the left. But that's all you want to throw all night. Mares can do whatever he wants. He could set you up. He could time you because he see you focusing directly at him. You're not focusing on defense. And every knockdown you can see Ponce de Leon's eyes is glued to Mares. He's thinking about throwing his shot. He's not looking at what's going on with the gloves, hands, anything. He's not expecting shots coming in. So he was getting hit with hard shots all night. Just looping shots. So Mares mixed it up. I mean, the Shady Nady did what he normally do. Comes right on in and stops the fight too early. That's why he's going to stop getting these championship fights. They retired on before. That's why he don't do the big fights no more. Shady Nady gonna keep going down. You're gonna be off ESPN. You're gonna be on Telemundo. Keep this up. Better work on your Spanish, Nady. Stopping that man, a world champion. He's still throwing punches back. Come on, man. That was premature. You knew that. But Abner was winning anyway. Take nothing from him. He did his job. And Gabriel Rosado, I mean, what can we say? J'Leon Love didn't look good in training camp. He came in the ring at 181. That shows you he ballooned up way too much for this fight. I felt he should have definitely came in and released 174, 175. He was 5-6 pounds overweight. He looked really good. That was the thing. He looked really good against Gabriel Rosado. He did a lot of good things. His problem is defensively. You can't have your hands low. You got to keep your hands up. If your hands going to be low, you better start moving your upper body. You can't keep your chin all the way up. You better duck that chin down. You better move your head from side to side. You got to have some movement if you're going to keep your hands low. Don't have your hands low and just be like this. And expect Gabriel Rosado, a fighter like him, not to capitalize. He has a lot of experience in these type of situations. As soon as he did that, Gabriel said, okay. He's pulling straight back. He got his hands down like he's admiring his work. Like, yeah, I'm looking good. Poof, poof. Yeah, I'm chilling. Okay. Jab, come right over the top. Blind you with the jab, come over the top. He starts shooting the jabs, then he start turning them over. And once he start turning the straight right over, he never saw it coming. J'Leon Love, he should have lost the fight. I had him losing the fight. I think everybody else had him losing the fight. And a lot of times, Love was dominating the earlier part of the round for about at least a minute and a half. Then Gabriel Rosado would come by with resounding punches in the last 40 seconds, even hurting Love and possibly winning the rounds. So I felt the fight should have been a draw or to Rosado. But nevertheless, it was the best Love has looked, but it also was the worst outcome for him. Even though he looked good in spots and he looked, I said, man, this guy's looking pretty good. You know, he did a lot of good things after he got dropped. He got up, he did a lot of good boxing work, gave a lot of movement, but it's his defensive lack of defense, and it's amazing. I mean, Cuba, he was in a knockout drag out because he wasn't moving his head. You know, y'all follow Floyd Mayweather. He prides himself on defense. The man prides himself on defense. Why y'all not following that? You know, I'm not saying fight like Mayweather, but work on your defense. That's what wins championships. That's his motto. That's Floyd's staple, is his defense. So I don't understand it. Your boss staple is defense, and y'all not using it. All right, man. Whew. I'm out.